I'm trying a thing this year where every time I finish a game, I'm just gonna talk about it for like 5 minutes and make a video about it. I wanted to do a similar thing for like the past 2 years, but I never really got around to it, so I'm finally putting pen to paper, hand to mouse, and I'm gonna try and see how far I can take this, because I think this would be really fun. I'm not someone who plays games very often, even though I know of them, and I think it's really interesting to get someone's opinion who has such a fresh pair of eyes on these kinds of things, you know? So what's the grand game, the big first game of the year that Lilacs decided to start and finish? It was Bomberman on the NES. You know, this isn't the first time I've dipped my toes into playing a Bomberman game. I've played 2 out of the 3 like mainline TurboGrafx 16 games, and those were a pretty decent time from what I can remember. I had a good time with them, but to go back to the one on the NES is definitely a bit of an interesting step to take. This wasn't even something that I've done of my own volition. I had someone ask me to play the game while they were at work because they just needed something to watch, and I'm a people pleaser, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Technically, I have played Bomberman on the NES before, but that was through like our Bomberman's like, here's my fucking simulation of the NES game, but it's not really the NES game, so it's not actually the game. And I feel like that kind of soured my opinion on it, because I thought it would be like some kind of, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I had too much fun with it initially, but that's like fine. I can swallow my pride and play something that I've never really played before. And honestly, it was pretty worth it. I think Bomberman's like a good game. It's definitely not the greatest game ever, but for what it's worth, I think it's a very decent time. I think it's something that you would expect to see on the NES at the time. You know, not something crazy complex or anything like Kirby's Adventure. I think this was in the middle of the console's lifespan, so it's all just simple, basic shit where you're doing the same thing over and over again until the game kind of finishes itself, and then that's it. Like, you're definitely getting your money's worth when you play that game in like fucking 87? When did that game come out? I actually don't know. Yeah, 85. Okay, I was close. That's awesome. No, for a game that came out in 1985, this is pretty fine. It's pretty cool, in fact. I don't think you need me to tell you how Bomberman works or how it plays. It's pretty self-explanatory if you know anything about video games at all remotely, but I'm honestly a really big fan of the simplicity of Bomberman. I personally get a lot of enjoyment out of doing the same shit over and over again, because I think the game itself is already fun. It's not something that like, oh, it fucking lays the foundation for the rest of the Bombermans, but it's just like what it is. It's Bomberman to its core, like the simplest form of it. And I think it's cool. I think it still drags. Like, not the worst, but it definitely gets pretty monotonous at a point. If I were to compare what I felt playing this game to anything, it would be like a road trip. It's maybe a Maniac's definition of a road trip, because you're kind of just staring down this highway for a solid like 2.5 hours, listening to the same fucking song over and over again. But you know, if you enjoy that thing, more power to you. Like, that's great. It's perfect for that kind of thing, you know? Bomberman lasts for 50 levels. I think it started to get to me at around level 32, which I think is pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, I definitely wanted it to end by the time I was at like level 40, and I was hoping and praying that it would be done soon, and it did. Like, you can definitely tell when it drags, but I don't think it drags too much to the point where it's like fucking painful or anything. Bomberman's like a really good endurance test for how well you can just play the game. I think the nice part about it too is that Bomberman has like a very nice push and pull. If you're doing really good, you'll get a life for every level that you beat. So the more you do good and don't fucking die, you'll just have lives pulled up, and you can definitely beat the game in one sitting because of it. It's really, really cool. Once you get your hands on like the super fucking broken power-ups, the fucking wall pass, the bomb pass, and the self-detonator, you know, it's like such a fun fucking game. And everything becomes a bit of a breeze too, but it's the moment that you end up losing all those abilities where it becomes so painful. And it's not bad still, mind you, but you definitely feel the sting that comes from not having such powerful items on you. I think it's nice too, because I wouldn't even say the game is unfair. There are times where the fucking enemies will act really weird. What's his name? O'Neal? That motherfucker pulls some shit I would never expect enemies to do in a Bomberman game. Like, you'll see him for like a solid 30 seconds behave in one way, and then the second you approach him, he'll fucking do some other shit and walk towards you and kill you. It's ridiculous. It's not that bad. And I think it's funnier than anything, which is fine. But I can see why that would be frustrating for someone, potentially. We also like take a second to talk about the music for that game. It's not like I think it's cool because you wouldn't expect like a 7-second loop of a song to be so catchy, but it is. I think if it's like any other song ever, it just gets annoying so fast, and you'll want to fucking never play the game ever again, and it'll be like a fucking haunting tune to you. But I personally love the fucking Bomberman melody. That shit is awesome. And I think what's even better is the song that plays when you pick up an item. It feels like such a breath of fresh air. Not a breath of fresh air. It feels like a fucking relief, a weight lifted off your shoulders. No matter the context of when you get the item, whether it be like before everyone's dead or after everyone's dead, it's just like so nice to hear. And it's literally just the same song, but it's kind of different, but it's still good. There's a reason why you hear that same fucking melody in every fucking Bomberman game past this one. It's just good. And I think it's great that it's good, because if it weren't, the game would be dog shit. Like, genuinely, I think the game would be so much worse if the song weren't good. I don't think I need to talk about the game anymore. For a game that came out at its time, it's great. It's awesome. Probably really impressive that people were able to make something that kind of stuck so well, and I definitely want to try and play some more Bomberman games again. Maybe I'll revisit the PC Engine games, or probably play Bomberman 2. I might do that before anything. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's good. If you want to put yourself through 50 levels of Bomberman, go for it. I would absolutely tell you to in a heartbeat. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Play any of the later Bomberman games. I think there's more to them that make them much more compelling games than the NES ones, but this is by no means a bad game. It's good. Play Bomberman. It's a 3 out of 5.